Next, we'll move into compendial applications. And what's new in this area, we have 2 new monographs and 2 revised monographs. The cod liver oil monograph is new. It's not available on the NHPD website as of today. It was sent out via the BEEP email system, so if you're not on that, I would encourage you to get listed on that with the Natural Health Products Directorate. The cod liver oil monograph is similar to others and permits claims for vitamins A and D, as well as EPA and DHA, dependent upon the dosage levels. Conjugated linoleic acid, again, this is a new monograph. Previously, applications containing conjugated linoleic acid were on hold with the natural health products while they decided what to do with them. So now that there's a monograph, you can proceed with your applications. Again, the monograph specifically excludes foods and food-like dosage forms. The use or purpose statements that can be made are in relation to may help to support a modest reduction in fat mass or may help to support a modest improvement in body composition, but both must be used in the context of a reduced caloric intake and increased physical activity. Again, due to the absence of evidence to support a long use, you must put the statement on consult a healthcare practitioner for use beyond 6 months, and there is risk information required for certain subpopulations, such as those with diabetes, cardiovascular disease, metabolic syndrome, or insulin resistance. Again, picolinate were on a list of products that were being held up by the Natural Health Products Directorate until they decided what to do. So we now have revised monographs. Specifically, there is a monograph for zinc picolinate and chromium picolinate. So these have now been accepted as sources of zinc and chromium. Some differences. The monograph for zinc picolinate, the maximum daily dosage is 0.7 to 25 milligrams per day, whereas with other zinc sources that have been accepted, 50 milligrams is the maximum daily dose. Zinc picolinate can only be used in adult formulations, whereas the other monographs allow the zinc sources for all ages. Again, zinc picolinate, you must consult a healthcare practitioner for duration of use longer than 3 months. Again, with other sources, there's no limits on the duration of use. As well as warning is required to the effect of do not use if pregnant or breastfeeding, which again is not required for other sources. So there is a new monograph, but it is different from the other zinc sources. The same with chromium picolinate. It's now a permitted source of chromium and has its own monograph. Some difference between this source of chromium and others. There is a duration of use of 6 months, which must be specified on the label. It's for adult use only, similar to the other sources. However, you must put a warning on do not use if pregnant or breastfeeding, which is not required for other sources. And doses of 200 to 500 micrograms, you must put a contraindication, consult a healthcare practitioner prior to use if you have kidney disorder and or diabetes. So there are some distinctions between the picolinate sources of zinc and chromium and other sources. Again, this is a link to the compendial product license application checklist just to help ensure that you have a complete compendial application. This is not a recent tool within the last few months, but it is a tool that you can use. The key point being that the information in your product license application, your label text, and your monograph must correspond in every aspect in order for it to be acceptable. And the benefit, again, of going the compendial application route is that there is a 60-day disposition. So if everything is complete and in order, you will have your license within 60 days. Moving on to non-compendial applications. The changes that are occurring there are in terms of what's referred to as pre-cleared information. So in order to support the safety and efficacy of a given product, the applicant can compile their own proprietary and public information, or they can refer to information that has been pre-cleared and accepted by the Natural Health Products Directorate. And this refers to such things as monographs and labeling standards. So obviously, the use of the latter, the pre-cleared information, will allow the Natural Health Products Directorate to focus its resources on evaluating novel ingredients and products, and it will minimize duplication of effort. Once they've reviewed one source, they don't need to review it again. So pre-cleared information includes any form of information supporting safety efficacy, and/or quality of a medicinal ingredient, a non-medicinal ingredient, or a natural health product that has been reviewed by the Natural Health Products Directorate and determined to be acceptable. Pre-cleared information can be found in the What's New section of the Natural Health Products Directorate's website, as well as in the NHP ingredient database. New published monographs and labeling standards, etc., are sent through the NHPD's BEEP email system. And again, that is the way the cod liver oil monograph was released to stakeholders, so it is of benefit to get on that email list. So this information, you can see the examples of pre-cleared information, the status of it to date. There's 112 single ingredient monographs, 16 product monographs, abbreviated labeling standards, etc. So this information, as mentioned, can be used to support safety, efficacy, and quality. And the NHPD is continually publishing more pre-cleared information, and they'll be linking it to the electronic product license application as well as to the finished product specifications form. So if an applicant has a product license application in queue and relevant pre-cleared information is published, they are being encouraged to modify their application to take advantage of the pre-cleared information. As well, the Natural Health Products Directorate is developing an assessment stream dedicated to product license applications that are compliant to multiple sources of pre-cleared information. So it's just another tool to help industry get effective and high-quality submissions. Again, other tools that are available for non-compendial applications, non-traditional applications, there's the Product License Application Requirements Checklist, the Labeling Requirements Checklist, Finished Product Specifications Form, Evidence Criteria and Evidence Assessment Template, as well as the Safety Summary Report and Evidence Summary Report. And there also is an opportunity for pre-submission meetings, which can be arranged through your submission coordinator. So these would be meetings with relevant NHPD personnel to discuss an ingredient or a product before you put an application into the system. The Natural Health Products Online Solution is an electronic and secure online system for processing license applications for products, sites, and clinical trial authorizations for natural health products. Basically simplifies the submission process for applicants and doesn't allow for mistakes and missing information to move forward in the system. So it is a smart form. It's linked to the Natural Health Products Ingredient Database, where you have access to information on acceptable medicinal ingredients and non-medicinal ingredients, single ingredient and product monographs, as well as controlled or standard terminology that's used for the electronic PLAs. Another benefit is that there's a label text generator. So once the information is put into the product license application, the tool will generate the label text that's required as per the regulations. So you can use this label text as is, or you can submit your own label text. You also, again, you can submit the application electronically or on paper. If you want to go electronically, then you must be enrolled as a trading partner. The trading partner serves as an electronic signature. So the enrollment can be either by the applicant company, by their consultant, or by both. So future process improvements that are coming from the Natural Health Products Directorate include a new version of the electronic product license application, an enhanced version of the Natural Health Products Ingredient Database, company management forms, an electronic submission builder, which will allow you to add your evidence sources, for example, your journal references, your safety summary reports, etc., into the electronic product license application package, electronic finished product specifications form to be linked to ingredients as they're entered on the electronic PLA, and as well, coming soon, there should be a major update to the website, as well as revisions to various guidance documents.